I only know what your vertices class with the coordinates does. Fair enough. Yeah, if you've never seen this before, this is going to be like completely foreign. Understandable. This is just OpenGL stuff. You want to learn this sort of stuff? The best place is probably learnopengl.com. This walks you through all of it. Like, you can get super good at OpenGL by just walking through all this. This was way better than my class. I had a school for OpenGL and 3D and stuff. It was okay, but this was a lot better than my class. And there's a couple other sites too, but I think this is one of the better ones. I'm really only doing the very basics here. Really just testing out Linux. What about for C++? That's harder because there's a million different resources. I think one of the best ones though. I'm trying to think of the ones that made the biggest difference for me. I got kind of lucky and had a really good teacher for my very first C++ class, so that helped. Then my next class was like a million times harder because the teacher was not very good. But if you just want to learn C++, I think... Let me find this. There's books that are really good. I'm sure there are websites too, but I'm just not sure. Like learn C++. Code Academy, I don't know. I haven't tried that one. If you want to walk through it, you probably have to go to a site like one of these. They'll walk you through it. If you just want like once you have the basics down, this site has everything about C++ you could ever want to know. So if you ever have a question about what something does or what a library does, this is all the details. But as you'll see, if you're not used to C++, you're not going to know what the heck all this is. Yeah, this site is like the documentation for C++ basically. But it doesn't have a walkthrough for learning it or anything like that. It's just like if you already know it and want to like, oh, how do vectors work? You can see everything about them here. Don't know about this site, never used it, but something like this would probably be good. Just like go through it real slow. Yeah, I would say instead of trying to learn from your professor, try something like one of these. Like if you can manage to get through, not necessarily all of this, but a good chunk of this, you'll be like way ahead of the class probably. I wish I did something like this when I started out because I was trying to pick up everything I could from the structures and I didn't really know good sources. But another thing I was going to say is on Amazon, how do you spell it? Jarn. Yeah, this guy, the creator of C++, he has some really good books. This one helped me a ton. I own this, and I learned a ton about C++ from just going through this. It's like he just writes it in a really simple way. I've always heard that this one is really good too. Because they basically just like walk you through what you can do with the language and kind of the standard way to use it and stuff like that. I don't know about these other ones by other people. You could probably go off the reviews and get a pretty good idea. When I ask those people, they usually say this one, but I've never really owned this one. Oh, that does have a solid 5 stars too. 4.8. Yeah, this one's probably really solid. And it's by the creator C++. So a lot of these like tutorials that walk you through stuff, you can tell they just kind of did it to get it done, you know, to like get clicks on their site and stuff like that sometimes. So sometimes they're not very good. But stuff like this is like, he really cares. This guy really cares about the language and stuff. After all, he did make it. Cool. Glad I could help you out. Alright, so I think I got this program all sorted out now. Let's just build it again. Oh, just one more error. Has no member name size. First step, pause size. Okay. Line 17.